Bonjour. Bonjour. Guten Tag. I don't like that. Bonjour. Guten Tag. I don't like that either. Okay, hey guys, welcome back to the Hangover series. Not sure what I was just trying to do right there, but I was trying to do a good intro. Failed, obviously. And I should just start saying hello. Welcome to the Hangover series instead of trying to say bonjour. Welcome back. How is everybody doing? I'm not gonna lie. I woke up this morning feeling a little bit angry, a little bit pissed off, if I want to be honest. I woke up just annoyed, specifically by men. I woke up feeling annoyed by men, which isn't out of the ordinary for me. I feel like I'm always annoyed by men and the things that they are doing, but specifically this morning, I am very annoyed by men. So we went out to the bar last night and we went to this bar called Lottie's and they were having a 91st birthday party. It was very fun. They had 91-cent beers, you know the vibes. And there were just a lot of things that involved men doing things that I'm just like, is this how men actually act? Like, men need to get their priorities straight. Men need to stop doing these things. And basically men just pissed me off so much last night that I was like, thank you for inspiring a podcast episode. That is going to be me talking about things men should stop doing, because men just blow my mind sometimes. I know that there are good men out there. I just have been failing to always find them, but I am always told and reminded when I hate men sometimes, there are good men out there. They're just hard to find. And I'm like, yeah, they're so hard to fucking find. I think they're hiding under rocks. I think they are in hibernation, or they're in the wilderness. I don't know where the good men are, but they are hiding from us. And if you are a good man listening to this, I'm going to need you to come out of hibernation, and I'm going to need you to sit down on the podcast and tell me what the fuck is up and why men act the way they act. Is there someone on here that can speak and tell me why men act up the way they act up? Men need to be going to camp and learning how to be normal human beings. I'm pissed off. I am pissed at the men, and let's just talk about it. We're going to go over some things that I think men should stop doing and things that are just so crazy to me that men are doing these things. And we're going to go over them. Some of these examples are things that I witnessed with my own eyeballs last night. And some of these things are things my friends witnessed with their eyeballs last night as well. So some of these are things that happen to me. Some of these are things that happen to my friends. They said I could say these things before anyone freaks out. They said I could say these things. So let's get into it. Men, if you are listening to this, turn the volume the fuck up and stop doing these things, because nobody is here for it, especially women. And it's crazy to me that we even have to go over these things, but we do have to go over them because apparently men don't know how to listen the fuck up. First and foremost, this one has happened multiple times. I've seen this happen to myself. I've seen this happen to my friends. I've heard of this happening, and this just blows my mind. This one blows my mind, but I see it all the time. It's happened so many times, and it's just crazy to me. Hitting on your friend. Let's say, okay, let's not start off there. Okay, when a man hits on your friend and your friend is like, I am not interested, or I'm seeing someone, or anything along the lines of I'm not interested, and then the man comes up to you when your friend denies them, the man comes up to you and asks for your number and asks if you're interested. Sir, are you that desperate? One. And also, do you think we're that desperate? No. Nobody wants to be someone's second choice, and nobody wants to date someone that you were hitting on one of their best friends 5 minutes ago. Sir, you think that I'm going to be oh my God, yeah, you're so hot. I want your number right now. Please take me on a date after you just hit on my friend. No, nobody's doing that. And if you are, literally don't do that. No one is that desperate. There are so many fish in the sea. Get the fuck away from that man. Why are men doing that? This literally happened last night. This man hit on my friend. She said no. And then he came up to me and was like, well, can I get your number? Bro, I am not your second choice. And it's crazy that you have this much confidence to think that, like, I'm just going to be like, oh my God, I was dying for you to ask. I was dying for you to ask for my number next. I was hoping my friend would deny your number so that you would come ask me. Like, absolutely the fuck not. And I've seen this happen so many times to other people, and, like, this has happened to me multiple times, and it's just like, sir, like, go hit on somebody else. Because if let's say the girl did say, like, yeah, I'll take your number, you're so hot, let's go. I'm so glad my friend said no. The whole time you guys are dating, that's going to be a problem in your relationship, honestly. Like, that would be a major problem. If I dated the guy, I would be like, well, now I don't want you hanging out with my friend that you hit on before me, sir, because you obviously think she's hot as fuck. You hit on her first. You wanted her first. Like, what makes them think that anyone wants to be a second choice, and what makes them think that anyone would want to date them after they hit on their friend first? That just blows my mind. So if you are a man and you have done this, just know that nobody wants to be a second choice, and don't ask for their friend's number after you just asked for their other friend's number. Like, sir, what? I haven't had that happen in so long, and that happened, and I'm like, no, sir, but you can buy me a shot. And he wouldn't buy me a shot. So I'm like, okay, then the conversation is done. I don't want anything from you. You're not getting my phone number. Ooh, I just had a flashback. I gave someone a fake number last night. I feel really bad, actually. Oopsies. Sometimes I don't know how to say no, and this man kept asking for my number, and I think I was like, and then he asked again, so I was like, sure, and I gave him a fake number, and then he called me. He literally called me, and I'm like, my phone's on Do Not Disturb. Wait, which crazy. This is like so off topic, but ladies, be careful. One time, this is like so off topic, but basically one time a while ago, this was like 3 years ago probably, and I was at a bar and there was like a snowstorm or something going on. So I couldn't get an Uber home. Nobody was driving. I don't really know what was happening, but I needed to go home. I had to like work in the morning, and there were no Ubers available because of this snowstorm. So the bartender at this bar offered to drive me home, and he seemed chill. So I was like, yeah, sure. I lived like around the block. So this guy drove me home, and I thought he was just being friendly. Like, I didn't realize he was hitting on me. He drives me home, and he asked for my phone number because he asks if he can take me on a date. And like, it's so awkward because like, you just drove me home. So like, you know, like, I didn't know how to say no. So I was like, sure. And we're also like sitting outside of my house. So I gave him my phone number, and thank God in this moment in time, like, I gave the guy my actual phone number, because the guy was like, okay, well, let's see if it's actually your number. And he calls, and I was like, oh, my phone's on Do Not Disturb, because it like literally always is. Like, you'll have to call again. And he's like, did you just give me a fake phone number? And I was like, wait, like, literally, no, just call it again. And he like had the doors locked, and he wasn't going to unlock them unless I gave him my actual phone number. And then he called again, and I was like, see, that's like my actual number, because my phone was ringing. And he was like, good, like, I thought you lied to me after I just drove you home. And I was like, what? And then I left and went in my house, and then this man would call and text me like all the time. I like could not sleep for weeks because I was like, oh my God, this guy knows where I live, and he just demanded my phone number and wouldn't let me out of the car unless it was my real phone number. And then I think like luckily we just happened to move out of that house like 2 months later, so I felt better. But like, yeah, crazy story. So like, maybe if you're in the public, give out fake numbers, or just like learn how to say no, because I don't know, that was a really odd situation, but I feel like I needed to share that with you guys, because don't get yourself in situations like that. But also, like, I don't really know how I was supposed to get home if there was no Ubers. Like, it's not like I could walk home in a snowstorm, okay? Off topic, but crazy story of the day was that. So I gave out a fake number last night. I'm all for giving out fake numbers, I guess, but he knew that wasn't my number, because I don't even think like it was ringing. Like, I was just typing in like 700, and then I accidentally typed like one extra number last night, and he was like, girl, this is not your phone number. You just typed in one extra number. I'm like, I'm drunk. I can't even see right now. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that, but if you don't want to give your phone number to someone, like, just say no. I don't know how to do that. I'm like really bad at that, but I need to work on that, because I think a lot of people have my phone number that definitely don't need to have it. They don't need to have it at all. They do not need to be contacting me. I need to get a new number, honestly, so nobody can contact me again. Next up, Next up, a man that texts you the word hi. No context. Like, let's say, okay, let me give some more context. Let's say you used to talk to a man, you had a situationship, you used to be seeing this guy, you guys used to hook up, all the things. You haven't talked for a while, and the man texts you like 5 months later, hi, with no context. What the fuck? Give some context, bitch. And then 5 minutes later, they text you, never mind. Everybody needs to grow up. If anyone is texting someone hi and then 5 minutes later saying never mind, I don't know what little game that is that you're playing. Like, you want them to like obsess over you or something and be like, oh my God, why'd you say never mind? Why'd you say hi? Blah, 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 blah. Like, I think that's the reaction they want. But like, if you are above the age of 21, 22, 23, like if you're above that age, why are you still doing this? Why are you still playing games with people's brains like this? It's very odd to me. And also, the girl probably doesn't want to hook up with you anymore. Like, she is long gone, buddy. So like, don't think that you can just text a girl hi and then say never mind. Like, what did you have to say? Why did you text hi? Give some more context. Don't expect a girl to like react to that and be like, oh my God, what did you have to say? Like, what did you have to say, Robert? Tell me. Like, no one's doing that. And if they are, stop and have some standards, because a man that texts you hi, never mind, that's very pathetic. They're trying to play a mind game with you, and it's just not it. He needs to grow up. Nobody's in high school anymore. If you are in high school, like, sure, play the games. They're fun in high school. But like nowadays, don't play those games. Nobody wants to engage with that kind of activity. Nobody wants to be involved in that, okay? So stop doing that. Stop saying hi, never mind. Stop trying to get a reaction out of women. Stop texting your old situationship from 8 months ago. She has moved on. She doesn't want you anymore. She has moved on, okay? She's probably had like 7 boyfriends since then, buddy. So fuck off. Guys, I honestly think I'm like still drunk right now and I'm heated, okay? I always get heated when I do episodes about men because men just piss me off on the daily. I literally had to write these down in my notes app, and I titled this Things Men Should Stop Doing because there's just so many. Okay, next up. Do not invite a woman to a bar saying you cannot wait to see them. You're so excited to see them. Am I going to see you tonight? Am I going to see you this weekend? Don't invite a girl to a bar and say you're so excited to see them. And then when you see them at the bar, you don't even approach them and you wait for them to come up to you. That is ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. We talk about men being approachers here, and I'm just not seeing it. Who invites a girl to a bar, and then when you see them, you just look at them and then continue doing whatever it is that you are doing? Nobody's here for that. If you invite someone and you tell them you're excited to see them, as a man, when you see her walk into the bar, you should go up to her and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you. You look beautiful. You should be saying that. Like, it blows my mind that a man is inviting someone to a bar and says they are so excited to see them. And then when they see them, they expect the woman to just like run and like fall to their knees and be like, oh my God, Bobby, I'm so happy you told me to come here. You seem so excited to see me. Like, no, nobody's doing that, okay? And if you are, knock it off. Why do men do these things? Why do men do these things? I literally don't know. Like, who does that? Why are they doing that? Like, grow up. And when the girl comes into the bar, grow up and go talk to her and get her a drink, okay? Then, when you see this woman, talk to her and don't go home with your ex-girlfriend. Obviously, this example hit close to home. Just kidding. It didn't, but I just am frazzled up because a man said that they were so excited to see someone. And then they went to the bar and then they leave. First of all, if you invite someone to the bar and you say you're excited to see them, also like say goodbye before you leave. Say like, bye, it was so great seeing you. So glad you came. So glad we could not communicate with one another. Like, that was awesome. Say bye to her before you leave. Don't just like disappear out of the blue. You know, you obviously wanted to see the girl. You told her to come. You said you were looking forward to seeing her this weekend, and then you don't approach her. She has to approach you, and then you don't even say bye. Like, you just leave. Very weird vibes coming from a man that needs to grow up. And also, don't invite a girl to the bar and then go home with your ex-girlfriend. This example is funny to me because, like, I don't think I was supposed to know that this person went home with their ex-girlfriend, but one of their little friends just, like, spilled the beans to me, and I was, like, eating that shit up. I'm like, whoa, men suck. Like, what man, like, invites a girl and, like, says they're so excited to see them and then doesn't even say bye and then goes home with their ex-girlfriend? Is that not crazy? Because that's crazy to me. Like, I would just, you know, never do that to someone. But I also, like, would never hang out with my ex-boyfriends again because I just would never do that. But I would never, like, tell some guy that I'm so excited to see him and, like, tell him to come to this bar and, like, ask what time he's coming, and, like, then he comes and then I don't even say hi to him, and then I don't say bye to him, and then I go hang out with my ex-boyfriend after. Like, I just wouldn't do that. That's just very odd to me. So if you are doing that, knock that off immediately. Nobody wants to be the girl that you invited to the bar and then you leave to go sleep with your ex-girlfriend. Like, nobody wants to be in that situation. And shout out your friend for telling me that information, because now I'm like, okay, well, maybe he should get over his ex before he invites a girl to a bar again, huh? Maybe he should go work on that, you know? Like, I didn't even know. Like, I know that's obviously so common that people, like, still play around with their exes and still communicate with them and whatnot, but, like, if you're doing that, like, you probably shouldn't be inviting other girls places and taking other girls on dates, okay? Which is my next point. Like, if you are not over your ex-girlfriend and you are still sleeping with your ex and still actively hanging out with your ex, why are you taking girls on dates? Like, why are you doing that? That is just mind-blowing. Like, why do men not just, like, work on their problems and work on getting over the first girl, their previous girl? Like, why don't they work on getting over that before they start taking girls out and start playing with other girls' feelings and minds, okay? Why aren't they doing that? Like, why are men not working on themselves and their relationships and, like, still communicating with their ex-girlfriend while taking girls out on dates? Like, is that not crazy to anyone else? Because that's crazy to me. I don't get it. Like, that needs to be studied. I feel like someone probably is studying that, because that needs to be studied. Like, I just don't understand why, as a man, you're still communicating with your ex-girlfriend while you're taking other girls out on dates. Like, if you are still in love with her, if you are still interested in her in any capacity, well, one, maybe just go tell her that and see what happens. But, like, don't be taking other girls out and trying to get other girls to like you. Like, if that is to feed your ego or something, knock it off, because at the end of the day, you're just, like, ruining other relationships and, like, you know, like, it's just gross. And that just, like, pisses me off, because, I mean, we were going to go to this bar anyways, but, like, then to go to the bar and then have this man just leave with his ex-girlfriend is just mind-blowing to me. Like, grow up, stop playing games with people, and don't take girls out on dates and invite them to bars if you're not over your ex, okay? Like, work on that relationship and then work on mine, okay? Let's take one thing at a time. Work on that and then work on the next. Because if you're going to be doing that, you're going to get in a relationship with another girl. You're going to be playing with her feelings. You're going to be playing with her emotions. Then she's going to find out that you still like your ex-girlfriend. And then you're just, like, hurting people's feelings and you're playing mind games with these women that don't need mind games played with. Like, women go through enough on the daily. We've been through enough. We don't need you to be playing with our minds while you're still also playing with your ex-girlfriend's mind and still not over her. Like, get the fuck over her and then go out on dates with people. Why do I randomly break out into a country accent these days? But, like, can men just do that? Like, I don't trust a single man, okay? I don't trust a single man out there because I am just like, I keep learning information day by day and I'm like, holy shit. Like, where the men are literally hiding under rocks that are good people. They're literally hiding under rocks. They're in hibernation. I don't know where they are. Maybe they're at a coffee shop, but like, next. Men. This one actually like blew my mind. This one shocked me. Do not break up with your girlfriend and then text your old situationship the same day. I will say that one again because, yeah, it also blew my mind. Do not break up with your girlfriend and then text your old situationship that same day. Men. That is crazy. I'm like laughing because I'm just like, I can't even believe these words are coming out of my mouth. And I can't believe like this information was given to me last night because this is just like so crazy to me. Why are men doing that? This man literally broke up with his girlfriend and then texted someone I know the same day asking her to come over. And then we learned last night that that was the same day that he had broken up with his girlfriend. First of all, I mean, at least you broke up with your girlfriend before doing this. Like, I'll give you that, I guess. If I'm going to give you anything, I guess, shout out to you for not cheating on her. But, again, this goes back to being, like, the second choice, This goes back to being, like, the second choice, second option. Like, nobody wants to be the girl. It's like a rebound, basically. Nobody wants to be the rebound. Nobody wants to be the girl that you text the moment, like, you and your ex break up. Like, that's embarrassing. Like, nobody wants to be that. Like, that's not, like, you won him over. That's not, like, something to be proud of. It's, like, you're literally treating her like the second option. Like, shit, just lost my girlfriend. I guess I'll text my old situationship. Like, bruh. Also, like, why are men that... Like, you need a new girl that quickly? Like, that goes back to, like, they need to work on their relationships because you're obviously, there's no way you're over your girlfriend if you guys just broke up a couple hours ago and now you're texting, asking for another girl that you used to canoodle with to come over. Like, what the fuck? What the hell? Like, who the fuck is doing that? Like, work on one relationship at a time. Work through those feelings. Like, I think men just, like, avoid their feelings. Obviously, I think they just avoid their feelings. And he's like, you know what? I'm not going to give myself time to get over this girl. I'm not going to give myself time to, like, think about the emotions and think about, like, this breakup. Like, you should probably be feeling a little bit sad if you and someone just broke up. Like, I'm not a scientist, but I know that you should be feeling some sort of emotion if you just got out of a relationship. Like, you should probably be feeling, you know, a little bit sad, a little bit relieved maybe. Like, I don't know the context of the relationship, but, like, you should be feeling something for sure. So deal with those emotions. Deal with what you should be feeling. Journal it out. Go on a walk. Listen to a podcast. Read some self-help books. Like, do something, but don't text your old situationship and try to replace those feelings with a hookup because nobody wants to be the girl that you are doing that with. Like, nobody wants to, like, get in your bed and hear about, you know, like, the girl would probably go over there and then he'd probably be like, so I broke up with my ex today. Like, what? I'm leaving. I don't want to be here anymore. I gotta go. Nobody wants to hear about it. Nobody wants to be your therapist in your bed with you, sir. Nobody wants to sit down and be like, you know what? Tell me all about it. And if someone's doing that, like, immediately, no, that's disgusting. But nobody wants to sit in your bed and be like, tell me why you and your ex broke up. I want to hear all about it while you canoodle me. Like, absolutely the fuck not. I'm going to need you to go work on that. I'm going to need you to go get over that. And then you can come sit back down with me, okay? Text me when you're over it. Give it some time. Nobody wants to be that girl, okay? Nobody wants to be the girl that you are hooking up with the same day that you broke up with your girlfriend. That's disgusting, okay? Nobody wants to be that. Nobody wants to receive that message. And honestly, I think it's hurtful when, you know, you lie and you don't, you're like, oh, we broke up, and then we find out like days later, like, oh, you literally broke up that day. Okay? That's hurtful. So stop doing that. If you're doing that, stop it and go work on yourself and get a therapist or get a pet, like get a therapy dog. There's so many options, but like work on that relationship first and then you can open the next one. But like really, guys, you should really be getting over a relationship before you're entering into a new territory, into a new woman. Get over it and then go start a new one. Like, it's just not fair to anyone involved. It's honestly not even fair to yourself. Like, you're just going to be hurting yourself. You're going to be hurting the other person. You're going to be hurting the person before. Like, it's just not good for anyone involved, including yourself. So go work on that. And then you can talk, okay? But go work on that first and stop doing that. Next up, guys, my head. I like want to go outside. Also, I woke up with last night's makeup on and someone told me that I looked good. And I'm like, what the hell? Also, you guys know the song, like, I don't know how to say it, but it's by Drake. I think it's like this song is Nokia. I don't want to even like try to pronounce it because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but honestly, if we had a conversation, my sister also has the same problem, so I think it's like genetics, but I cannot pronounce certain words. Like, I swear I pronounce shit wrong all the fucking time, and my sister does the same thing, and like, I don't know. So I'm not even gonna try to say it because sometimes I say words and people are like, what the fuck is she saying? And I'm like, what? And they'll be like, Erica, the water was clear, and I'm like, clear. And they're like, the word was clear, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. So I'm not gonna try to pronounce it, but anyways, someone told me that song reminds them of me. When they heard it, they were like, they were thinking of me. So I'm like, I'm taking that as a compliment, okay? Is it Stacy? Is it Bentley? Is it Keisha? I'm taking that as a compliment and I'm gonna be running with that one. I kind of like that song. It makes me want to dance. It makes me want to prance up and down. It makes me want to be Prancer in Santa's sleigh. It makes me want to do crazy shit, okay? So last but not least, this one, like, this should be a no-brainer. But this happened last night and it pissed me off. And like, I am not one to like get heated, but like, I am one where like, if I need to say something, like, I'll say something, especially if I have some vodka in me. Like, if you need me to say something to someone, I can say something to someone. Like, obviously, if there's like valid points, like if they're doing something where it's like, fuck the fuck off, like, yeah, I can say it. So this should be a no-brainer, but you know, men just like don't get the hint. And I think that some men just like cannot believe that they are getting denied by a woman, and they just like cannot fathom the fact that like someone's not interested in them. And that blows my mind that there are men out here that genuinely think every girl would like fall to their knees for them. Like, that's just not the case, buddy, okay? So this one's huge. If a woman tells you they are not interested in you, leave them alone. Okay? For example, last night, this man came up to me and my friends probably like a total of 5 times, asking like if we were interested in him, and we were like, no, we're not interested, like we are just vibing. He comes up again, he kept like saying things. If we would walk by, he was tapping the shoulder, and like it got to a point where I was like, dude, leave us the fuck alone. And like, it shouldn't have to get to that point where I'm like, leave me alone. Like, I said I wasn't interested the first time. My friends said they're not interested. Nobody's interested. I shouldn't have to say it again. Get away from us, okay? Like, don't tap my shoulder when I walk by you again. Like, leave us alone. Like, it just blows my mind, and it honestly just makes me so mad that we even have to tell people again, like, I am not interested. Did you not hear it the first time? I will say it like one more time. But when it comes to like the fifth time, honestly, well, you shouldn't even have to say it again. But when it gets to the fifth time, like that's where I get angry. And that's when I'm like not going to be nice anymore. Okay. Like I will give them some time to annoy me because sometimes I try to like get in people's brains and I'm like, you know what, he's probably just hammered, you know, maybe he forgot, maybe he thought I was another girl, you know, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but then it comes to a point where it's like, bro, nobody wants your number. The more you ask, the more annoyed I get. So leave us alone. Leave us alone. So that happened last night and I was like, sir, I shouldn't have to tell you again, nobody wants your number. You're not getting a number, and if you're getting one, it's going to be fake. So, like, what do you want? A fake number or just to leave us alone? Like, pick your poison. So, yeah. If you're doing that, stop doing that. If a girl says they are not interested, leave them alone. Do not proceed to come up and be like, are you still not interested? Like, yeah, babe, I'm still not interested. You look the exact same as you looked 5 minutes ago. It's not even about what you look like. I'm just not interested. You know, women just... We're not going out in search of men. Like, I feel like sometimes men only go out to the bars in search of women. In search of women? Is that even a sentence? Is that even grammatically correct? Is anything I say grammatically correct? Probably not. Grammatically correct. Grammarly correct. Grammatically correct. Okay. Do men just go out to the bars and, like, they're looking for their next woman? Like, I'm going out to the bars because I just like to listen to music, I like to drink, and I like to hang out with my friends, and I just like to have fun. Like, I'm not going out like, I need a man, I'm going home with a man tonight. Like, that's never been my intention. Like, I literally never go out to the bar and leave with a man. Like, that's just not who I am. But, like, I love when people are like that, but, like, that's just not who I am. But I think that's what men are doing. Like, I think men just go out to the bars and they're like, who can I bring home tonight? Sir, not me. Wrong bitch. Turn around. But if you're doing that, if you are continuously asking a woman for her number and trying to get her to come home with you and she has said no multiple times, leave her the fuck alone and move on to Jesus. Go find Jesus, or like go to church, okay? Go to church, find God, because you need something, you need help. But yeah, I don't know. Now I'm gonna like listen to the song Fuck You by Lily Allen. I fucking love that song. I also love the song by her, It's Hard Out Here. Those are like my anthems of the day today because I'm just so annoyed by men. And I'm just like, how did this all happen in the span of like one night? Like, all of this information I just shared happened in like one night from me and from other people. And that just blows my mind that men are acting up like this on a Saturday night. Like, is there a full moon or something? Is there an eclipse? Like, what's happening? I'm going to see a psychic. If you are a man listening and you do any of the things that I just stated above, stop doing them. Knock it off. Nobody wants any of that. And thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I love you all so much. And I will catch you guys next week.